Hey there, Mark Shelton, Pro Hanger Supply. Want to do a quick video this morning on how we use our material dispenser, our GOU 109i that's set up over here, and our CB75X to install this material, which is a hand trim ferric mason material that comes in a 50-yard bolt that has to be hand trimmed, and it's on a vaulted ceiling, as you can see. So kind of a little bit of a technical install in some situations, a little more technical than your standard install, I should say. So I'm going to kind of go over how we do this using the material dispenser and the machine. So we've already got, we got this piece, we're going around this doorway. I've got this piece already booked sitting here, so I'm going to show you how I get my measurements and how I pull it through the machine off of a big bolt like this. So we got this piece sitting here ready to book, and so I'm going to go to where my next piece is going to fall out. I've already got my laser set. This is 27.5-inch material, so I measure over 27.5 inch. I'm going to get my measurement on my high side of my next piece, which is 106. So I'm going to go to 111. So your constant on, when you have a vaulted ceiling, your constant is your baseboard. It's not your ceiling. As you usually get a ceiling line, you cut to that, whether it's a straight across match or a drop match or whatever. You don't have that constant on a vaulted ceiling, so we're using our base as our constant. So we're cutting every piece the same at the bottom and measuring off of that. And then the chop changes for each one. You can do the same thing with the drop match. This is a straight across with the 36-inch pattern repeat. So come on in a little closer. So we've already got this point right here picked as where we're cutting our bottoms. And we just determined I'm gonna need a piece 111 inches long there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear out my counter on my dispenser. I'm gonna go to 111 inches. Now I'm just going to put a little mark right here. Not going to cut it off there. Now I'm going to go to my pattern repeat where we're cutting for our bottoms. I'm going to keep going until I get to that point. This is, like I said, 36-inch pattern repeat, so it's on up there. All right, so we're right here. That's where I'm going to cut it off, and then I'll be ready to cut my next piece. And cut it off right there. And we take it over here to our paste machine. Tripping over my camera lady. So now we've got our mark right here. You know, it was almost enough to get to it was just barely enough. On our next piece won't have so much waste because we'll be below our pattern repeat. But on this one, I only need about 10 inches to feed it through, so I'm going to cut some of this excess off, save it for covering plates. All right, I've got my little mark on my paper where we need it for our vaulted ceiling. So I'm going to pull it until I get to that point. So I see my mark. Should be coming up right about there. Cut them off. That was going to be waste anyway, but it just helps me feed it through my machine without ever having to hand paste. So now I'm ready to pull. I pull my piece through. I've got my panel for a vaulted ceiling. I'm measuring again off my bottom rather than my top as I would on a standard ceiling that's the same height. And this way you can cut off a master roll, not have waste, and you're not having to hold a piece up there every time to figure out exactly where your match is. So hopefully this will help you with the material dispenser and the paste machine. Makes it a fairly quick process. Mark Shelton, Pro Hanger Supply, www.prohangersupply. Thank you.